I want to talk about the TV show Skeleton Crew. At the time of recording this, I literally just finished watching it. I'm fresh off. As everyone knows, Skeleton Crew just finished airing, and it's actually a really good show. Now, unfortunately, this show has been experiencing the Last Jedi effect, which is when Last Jedi came out, the Solo movie came out the year after and just bombed. That wasn't anything to do with Solo. I mean, people don't like that movie, but it's because Last Jedi did so bad that Solo did bad the next year. So Acolyte last year did terrible. I mean, it was awful. I will never watch that show again, and it did terribly. This show, as a result, also is not getting the amount of views that it should or could because of the Acolyte. There really is nothing wrong with the Skeleton Crew show. It's a very lighthearted kid show, and it was just entertaining, something to enjoy within the Star Wars universe without having to break any lore, make up weird stuff that doesn't fit in the atmosphere of Star Wars, and it was just something fun to enjoy. The show feels like a very Indiana Jones, Goonies type vibe, and I just really enjoyed it. Now, even though the show wasn't to the gravity of like The Mandalorian, or Andor, or Ahsoka, it was still just something so easy to watch, to enjoy. You didn't have to be stressed out of what they're going to ruin next in Star Wars, or what are they going to break this time. It was literally just an easy show to watch 1 week after the next, and just have fun and enjoy a light story. Honestly, the comparison I can only compare it to was like The Goonies. You have a bunch of kids exploring the galaxy, going places they shouldn't, getting into some trouble, and then, saving the day at the end. And that's exactly what this was, just like Goonies, and it was a lot of fun. I think the kid actors were great. They played their roles perfectly, and Jude Law. I love Jude Law. He is one of my favorite actors, and he plays this part so well. You can see that he actually cares for these kids, even though he's greedy, and he's trying to get his gold and his treasure. But you could see at the end when the one girl crash landed her ship onto the planet that he was scared. Like, he didn't want anything to happen to her. And even though he was greedy and he was evil and trying to show that he was going to kill someone, he didn't really want to kill anybody. He's not that dark. He just is a pirate, and he wanted gold. As much as I did enjoy this show, I hope it's just a one-off. Let everyone have enjoyed it. Don't milk this. Just let it go. We had fun with it, but we don't need more of it and to stretch it out and just, beat it to death. But that's what Disney does, You take something you like and you enjoyed once and just beat it to death with a stick and just really milk it for all it's worth. But I don't think they'll be going any further with this story just because of the views and how low they were. And it's a shame because this show is actually entertaining and it shouldn't have got the lower views that it got. But because Acolyte came out last year, it affected Skeleton Crew and the views. Now, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that the views were so low, but the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is like an 85%. The audience score on Acolyte is a 12%. So regardless of how many views it's getting, you could definitely tell that Skeleton Crew was a bigger success than Acolyte. A little break from the Disney programming of Star Wars and trying to shove things down your face that you may or may not like and then end up kind of not liking it. It was nice to have this show, and hopefully they can make things like this in the future and just keep giving you some nice little shows that have nothing to do with the overall lore of Star Wars. Honestly, I'm just scared and nervous anytime they say they're going to make something that is continuing a character that we know, a very main character like Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Anakin, whichever they're going to choose. And it's scary because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to ruin it, but I just know that they're going to do something that's going to upset all of these fans. Skeleton Crew, there's no way you're going to do that. It's not attached to anything except being on the Star Wars brand and in the galaxy, having a lightsaber, saying Jedi. That was the only thing, but it had no story connection to anybody important. I'm going to give this show a 6.5, and that's not in a bad way. It's probably the most positive 6.5 that exists. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't important enough to be that good. Just important enough to enjoy and relax and not be stressed while you're watching it. I hope Disney can hire the people like Bryce Dallas Harper who actually care for a good story. I mean, the music was good in this show, and the entire atmosphere, it felt like Star Wars, even though it felt more like Goonies than anything else. But please, just hire directors that know what they're doing, that know what the fans want, that can tell a good story without checking off the boxes on their political agenda. We don't need that. We just want nice, entertaining Star Wars or not Star Wars content. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave down in the comments what you think about this show. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.